video for sailing and entertainment purposes only. You're dang skippy it is.
Who's your favorite reaction channel? Somebody asked.
Karina.
Good evening.
Did you ever do an interview from a reaction channel? Of course, Karina Kaboom.
Why are you walking away so fast? You're walking in uniform.
Obsessed with Karina Kaboom. What's wrong with Karina Kaboom? She's a nice lady.
You're kidding, right?
So this is where it's gonna get interesting for y'all.
You've been exposed on YouTube. I understand you're lost, you feel confused.
Hello everybody, it's me. In today's video, we're going to be talking about a few different topics. So, Amberlynn Reid is telling us nice stories about her and Wifey getting back together for like one day. And what'd you guys do? Did you guys go to the movies? How exciting, how great. I don't believe anything that Amber's saying. Do you? Leave it in the comments down below in the dislikes. Okay, we're also going to be talking about Becky in one of her live streams. I wanted to talk about this and I just kept forgetting. Becky pretty much shows us, exposes us, reveals that the whole FBI Frank story is not true, and Becky's in a lot of drama herself. Rinse, lather, Kermit, repeat. I feel like a girl of 2021 again, if you could not tell already from this ridiculous intro. So as always, everything I'm saying is just for entertainment purposes only, not meant to be taken seriously. I'm sharing opinions and not facts about publicly accessible information made public by public figures. First, I would urge you to please, if you can, be kind in the comments section. Please do not go to these people's channels and leave them mean-spirited, negative, discouraging, disparaging comments. Okay, so the most entertaining, riveting YouTuber in the world, Amber, has posted a video saying that her and Wifey did something together.
For a lot, but that did not happen.
And basically, she also said that she has never been into doing these things, you know, all this other stuff, you know, after, you know, breaking up, you know. I'm sure they just went to the movies, you guys. Okay, so Amberlynn, let me just say this. There is this movie. It's from the 90s. It's called My Father the Hero. And in it, the character says, once I start lying, I can't stop. I think that's you. I just want to take everybody back to two things. First of all, when Destiny was exposing Amber, well, Amberlynn definitely said that she kind of did the same thing after the breakup with Destiny as she's claiming to have done with Wifey. So Amber, do you understand that people remember, and from their remembrance, they have a memory of you already saying that you do this after the breakup? So make it make sense. First of all, she's already supposedly lying that she would never be into this, of course, going to the movies, you know, after the breakup is over, after like the breakup has happened, but you already admitted that you and Destiny did the same thing. Which one is the truth? Which one is the lie? Honestly, Kermits don't care. Okay. Then there's this. Okay. Do you remember when I have said extensively and repeatedly, I've said this a lot, okay, in the breakup videos where we would talk about Amberlynn breaking up with people. I said that this is why she wants to live with her exes, the hope of doing that after the breakup, and so then she can get the person back. This is exactly why she made people still, you know, share a bed together, or this is exactly why she wants to stay in the same apartment. Obviously, that is a lot easier to do when you're in the same apartment, right? So okay, so I've told you this, like, it's not about, even at this point, I don't care if it happened or not. I don't believe it, spoiler alert, but this is the intentions of Amber, my opinion. Okay, as far as you sharing this, I think it's so boring. Girl, so boring.
This stuff is pretty boring.
Tell us you showered again. I mean, for Amberlynn Reid, telling people that she showered and saying that she did this is the most entertaining, riveting thing that could ever happen. I don't believe you. I don't believe you because you lied for 4 years about what you were doing with Becky.
It's funny.
And you even have videos where you are remembering a lie. And that's serious. And I don't care if I've said it before, okay? My brand is to repeat. She literally has videos where she's remembering lies that never happened between her and Becky. So if you lied about that, you lie about this. She would fabricate a 4-year relationship with Becky. She would fabricate anything. Let's not forget that not only did she make up a lie that never happened with Becky for 4 years and dedicated videos like this one to it, but she also has lied about the identity of Wifey for like 2 years with both Destiny and Becky pretty much exposing her, and she still clings to that lie. Then you will make up anything about this girlfriend too, my opinion. Also, why is it like this is how it comes off to me, okay? When she first made the video, she's like, oh, we broke up. I have no one to lean on. Please support me in this awful breakup. And Feline, Alex Wifey, has so much to work on. She's got to work on herself. I would never get back with her. Please get back with me. Please get back together with me. I would take our worst days if I could just get back together with you, Feline, Alex Wifey. Oh, no. I'm done, she said right after that. I would never take her back. She blamed the bug infestation on her. She blames everything on her. All of a sudden, they did this. Make it make sense. Now, I know that people will comment this or you're thinking about commenting, so I'm just going to save you the trouble. I understand that this is a very common occurrence with people, that they break up and then they do this. I totally get it. I am not saying that this is unusual, and I am not saying that this doesn't happen. It's actually pretty common. The problem here is an unreliable narrator. If you would lie for 4 years about you and Becky, and if you would make videos where you are remembering a lie, that says to me that I don't believe you. And more importantly, so not only do I not believe you, more importantly than that, why do we have to know this, and why does this matter? What I've noticed with her is that she's very much so interested in talking about mundane things in people's lives in order to grab interest from other people and to put it on herself. My personal opinion, the reason why she trashed Wifey so much, and the reason why, she's been vague about what actually happened in the breakup, and now she's giving you this supposed personal detail of her life, is because she is jelly. She's jealous that everybody's talking about Becky. There's a lot of drama with Becky. People are tuning into ex-Becky's live streams, and in my opinion, Amber is jealous. See, when you want attention back on you, you grab attention back. What you're doing is you're just saying something that could be perceived as surprising or a little bit shocking to grab attention back from everybody trying to talk about your ex. She's trying to upstage Becky, and I don't believe what she said. If it happened, wonderful. Nobody here cares. Like I've said before, I've actually seen people in certain industries not talk about this, where this was literally their job. You need content, in my personal, humble, Kermit opinion. How dare anyone accuse me of being a frog? I think that she doesn't have any content. If you go and you look at what she's talking about in that video, she's like, oh yeah, I need to move. Nobody can touch my stuff. I need to move. Oh, this happened, blah, blah, blah. Pay attention to me. I don't believe you. Girls, do you believe her? Main reason I don't believe her, unreliable narrator, has lied about everything. So, rinse, lather, Kermit, repeat. Amberlynn, I'm so glad for you to do this with somebody who you have clearly stated that you, would never get back with. And, basically, you have a big problem being with. You literally said so many mean things to her, right? And about her. Well, good for you, Amberlynn. Girls, thoughts, comments, questions. Do you believe Amber's statement? Does anyone care? Find out on the next episode of No One Cares. Okay, let's just move on to the FBI Frank drama. And Becky pretty much announcing that she has never been contacted by FBI Frank.
Ever been contacted by FBI Frank? No, I have not.
Clearly states that she was not contacted by FBI Frank. Okay, so I understand that the way that the question is worded is very clear. Have you ever been contacted by FBI Frank? I would have asked the question, is the story with FBI Frank real? Because I'm sure that, people could say in the comments, well, just because Becky wasn't being contacted by FBI Frank doesn't mean that it didn't happen. But I think, in my opinion, this is an admission that Amber's story was a lie. You could even feel it in Becky's demeanor that she knows that Amber's lying. So let me just explain what's going on. If you don't know, Amberlynn told a story that, in my opinion, the majority of the community does not believe a while back. While doing a mukbang, she said that the FBI could not find her her because they needed to reach her. And so when they could not find her, they reached out to Becky's sister and went to Becky's sister's house, and that's the only way that they could have found Amber. So the reason that I always believed that this was a blatant lie was because, first of all, the FBI are not incompetent. They're actually super, super, super competent and doing their job. They will find a basic citizen. And Kiwi Farms was able to find out where Amberlynn Reid lives. I'm sure a basic Google search, since she decided to give out her first name and last name on YouTube, could find out where she lives. But the FBI, who literally are entrusted with people's lives, cannot find out. But that's not even the main reason that I thought that the story wasn't true. The main reason that I thought the story wasn't true was because even if the FBI could not figure out where Amberlynn Reid lives, yeah, right, Kiwi Farms did, they could just contact the IRS. You know, those people that you pay the taxes to? Amberlynn files taxes every year, or at least she says she does. And when you file taxes, this amazing thing happens where the IRS knows your address. So even if in the magical world and the off chance, 1% chance that never happened, okay? Amberlynn, they could have just simply asked the IRS, you file your taxes, the IRS would clearly, Internal Revenue Service, know where you live. So never mind that the story was so implausible. So they went to your ex's sister's house? Yeah, and I'm a Kermit. So basically, I don't believe the story because I do not believe that the FBI is incompetent. Like her story highly implies that, because so they couldn't find where you live. Have you been filing taxes? Come on now. They would just ask the IRS. But Becky says that she has never been contacted by FBI Frank. Somebody else in the new live stream should just say, is the FBI story real? Becky's sister's right there. She does all the live streams. Somebody asked Becky's sister when she's in live streams with them, did FBI Frank contact you? His name, is not really Frank. Names have been changed to protect the people that, Amberlynn made up. But the point is this. What I love about this is that you can just feel that Becky believes that it's a lie in that clip. Do you know what I mean when you could just feel that somebody is done with somebody else's BS? Can I leave room for the possibility that maybe somebody contacted Amberlynn and pretended to be the FBI? For sure. For sure. Amberlynn has been trolled for years, okay? And the other thing that she had said that sounded really implausible was that the FBI agent apparently complimented Amberlynn on her following. Right. Okay, so basically, I think that Becky exposed her right there. What do you think? Okay, so there's this drama going on with Becky where she went and posted her roommate's Cash App. And pretty much like they want you to donate to her roommate, okay? And so some people in the community are, not happy about this and find this off-putting because they're trying to say they wanted to donate to Becky and not her friend that they don't know. And what I have to say on that, like really quickly before we get into this, is if you don't want to donate to somebody, then don't donate to them, okay? Nobody is like forcing you, and you should only give what you can to who you want.
Good evening.
Okay. So Becky is creating a bit of a drama for herself, which honestly, this is just my personal opinion. Becky, you should have just already exposed Amberlynn. If you would like to create a drama that people talk about, because Becky always says, I love Becky. Becky always says that, pretty much she doesn't want to expose Amberlynn. And she just said in a recent live, like, yeah, she wants to talk about her experiences and what happened to her, but she doesn't want anything to come back to her. Basically, what I'm getting from Becky is she doesn't want Amber to retaliate, okay? That is what I'm trying to say here. So if you're going to cause drama in the community, it might as well be like the drama that you want for yourself to profit from, quite frankly, okay? Because the truth is, people do support Becky, and there's a group of people that are interested in whatever Becky puts out. And I'm glad she's making money. She's made thousands of dollars in donations and super chats and in her video views. And good for her. How sad is it for her ex that the community has to give back to Becky what her ex kind of owes her for the live streams? But the community wanted to. People want to support Becky. But what I'm trying to say is she's now causing a drama for herself, okay? Which might as well have just exposed Amberlynn. That's all I'm trying to say, okay? So here's the thing. They both went and they dropped their Cash Apps because people were asking for Becky to drop her Cash App, and how Becky, people just wanted to donate to Becky. Okay. Public service announcement. Kind of good, kind of back 2 days ago. The reason I even dropped Cash App or Venmo was an option of a few other ways of support. Yes, because when you, just so everybody knows, when you give somebody a super chat, YouTube takes a part of it. That's right. Okay. Ways of support. There's other service that people use to live stream. I think it's called like Streamlabs, I believe, that you get whatever you get from there. You don't have to share. I don't know. Don't quote me on that, but that's what I've heard. Okay. But yeah, some people did want to donate like individually, not through YouTube. Okay. Of support, and why I included Logan's, meaning why she included and dropped Logan's, her roommate's Cash App, was because he's been with me in my content lately, and he will be in more, not all, but more. When we moved in together, we started doing things as a team. We helped support one another. We struggled together, and someday we will thrive together as BFFs. That's good. I'm very glad that you have found a person that supports you, Becky. I'm very glad you have somebody by your side who's your bestie. I did wonder, like, what's going to happen when he gets married, because he keeps saying that he's engaged. Are you going to live with his, like, fiance, wife, or are you guys going to move out, or what's going on? That's just something that I've been wondering, but I'm very glad that you found a good friend. Okay, no one has to give money at all. We all like the views and engaging with you all. It's just public online hangouts. Everything everyone has done to show any amount of support has been greatly appreciated. The likes, the comments, the thumbs up, and all. Logan and I both struggle with mental health, so some days are good and I feel a little more like myself and more lively, and there's days I can't even move. That's just how depression, it ebbs and flows. Moving in with him was the one life-changing thing that's been keeping me in higher spirits, because I have someone to do this thing called life with. Y'all get to know him more and love him as much as I do. We both work. Even if we struggle, we find a way to get by. So no, this was not for taking people's money or anything malicious. People said they wanted to help, so I made a way. Those who don't want to or can't. That's 1,000%, okay? There's way too many zeros. See, I told you this is a mathematical channel. I just want to have fun and keep myself distracted, because if I don't, I doom scroll TikTok or disassociate all day. Much of you all guys are awesome, blah, blah, blah. Much love to all of you. This is Beck, and I'm the one who's written every post. Yeah, because people were off put also by her roommate going live for like a minute without her one day. I had Logan do that short live the other day on my own because I was nervous, and he was, and he had my back then too. Look, okay. All right, let's just handle this. So, 2 sides to every story. Well, 3 sides. Your side, their side, Kermit's side, the truth. That's 4. See, math channel. Okay. So first of all, every single thing that I have heard prior to Becky coming back to YouTube from her audience, okay, is how can I donate to Becky? I would like to donate to Becky. You know, we need, even like I heard that there was like a fundraiser organized for it. For Becky, we want to donate to Becky. We want to help her. Becky was talking on her community page how Amberlynn was stopping her from speaking out about her, threatening to sue her, and how she was struggling every day. She was working 6-7 days a week. People wanted to help her, so they did. So they gave her thousands and thousands of dollars. Okay. Before we go any further, I just wanted to say that on YouTube, and other people, I've seen this, people saying this in the comments of Becky's community page posts and videos, because there's like drama now here, right? People on YouTube will donate to whoever they want. Just wanted to say that. In general, what I've seen is that it's usually because somebody is struggling and you like the person, or you feel like you want to help a person for whatever reason, or you like the person, they're not struggling, but you just like them, or you don't know if they're struggling or not. Or somebody is like, saying what you want them to say about a person you don't like. Those are like the main reasons that I see people donating on YouTube. And they have every right to. Like, if you say something, listen, has anyone ever thought about this? Why do people even watch Amberlynn Reid videos, for example, or foodie beauty videos? It's because people are saying things that the audience thinks and wants to say but can't, or sometimes people just really like your content, or they feel you're struggling, or they like that you stick it to somebody and you're like, oh, you said what I wanted to say, so they give you money. Donation is a personal choice, and no one should feel obligated to do it, okay? However, There is this other side, what some people in the community feel is, we love Becky. We want to donate to Becky, okay? But we don't know her friend. We haven't gotten really to know her friend, and her friend could be whoever he is. We just don't know him, so we don't want to donate to him. Then don't. And now her friend has made a channel. Becky has posted a few community page posts, you know, showing the channel that he has. That's great. What I would have done personally is I would have, if I wanted to, like if I was Becky's roommate, first of all, I'd never come online. I think coming online is one of the biggest mistakes that any human being could ever make. Trying to say is that under no circumstances would I personally myself, if I was like Logan or if I was him, I would never take away my anonymity and go on the internet. And my opinion, not a fact, of course, is no matter how much you may think you want YouTube and what's associated with it, I can assure you, you don't. I mean, anonymity is very important. And, you know, I just would never, if I had anonymity, I would not take it away. But, you know, people like to be on YouTube that are like innocent in this and like have never been on the internet. And now they come on the internet. You can never go back. I just want to tell you that. I'm not trying to like, you know, be myself, but I am. You could never take this back. And this community is not the community. Well, no drama community is the community to do this. But basically, to a lot of people, it looks very like money hungry, opportunistic. And I am not saying that that is what it is. I am just saying that that is how some people perceive it to be. And like you don't have a Kermit yet. But the point of the story is this. Becky is Becky, and her roommate, who I'm sure is a very nice person, is a different person. So you can donate to who you choose to donate. What the community is saying is that, like, it just seems a little bit, like, too strange. Like, you come back, Becky comes back after, you know, not being on YouTube for, like, a year, and she has this friend, and all of a sudden, he's, like, kind of, like, dropping the cash up, asking for money. So then what I would say is I understand people's concerns, so only donate to people that you want to donate to. There's nothing wrong with donating to her friend. If you want to donate to her friend, go right ahead, because I don't personally care what people do with their money, but I can understand both sides. Like I said, I would have just made a YouTube channel and maybe later did the whole Cash App thing, because people are trying to say in this situation, like, well, we don't know him very well. Then get to know him, you know, and make your own conscious decisions about what you want to do with your money. And some people in the community are saying, why can't we support Becky and donate to Becky and still ask questions? Why is it wrong to ask questions? It's never wrong to ask questions. It's just, my general point here is, Becky, now that you've gotten into this drama, girl, you should have just exposed Amber. That would have been a way more profitable drama, I'll tell you, for both you and Logan, okay? Here's the thing. This is just my unfiltered opinion. I think that, well, have to filter it a little bit. I think that Becky is scared to go on the internet by herself, which I totally understand. And I think that she promised this guy half. And they already, you know, she like implied that, you know, we're going to use the money for like bills and, you know, they're splitting it. I mean, to be fair, he is in the videos and he is putting in just as much effort as her. It's just that the people are there for, obviously, for her. It's her channel. They didn't even know he was going to be there originally, right? So the thing is that I think she's scared to do this by herself. And I think being a kind-hearted soul and a kind-hearted person, she's trying to like, you know, like split it with her friend. Like, can you help me? And we're just going to split all the profits. And that's her personal choice. Would I personally have done that? No. Because the internet is a thing. It's a living being, okay? And if you do, I just said this in my video from last week. Do you remember when I said, if you do one thing wrong on the internet, if you say one thing wrong, what the community perceives to be wrong, not that it actually is, right? That you have a bad response or whatever, well, here we are. So do I understand that it can be off-putting when a stranger comes on Becky's channel and says, hey, you know, blah, 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 Becky drops the Cash App? Yes. Do I still think that Becky is still a very nice person? Do I see everybody's side? And do I think people should donate to help Becky if they want to? Yes. Y'all should donate to whoever you want or don't want, okay? I mean, like, but Becky, if you wanted a drama, girl, just expose Amber, because this is not, I can assure you, this is not the drama you need. And I'm sure people are like feeling like, well, you know, because unfortunately, Becky's dramas in the past have been associated with money, right? Like the GoFundMe situation with Amberlynn, the original GoFundMe that Amber deleted, then the car drama, okay, then now this. The bottom line is this. I just want you all to understand, you're still dealing with the same person. Becky is still the same person. She's still the same person that's struggling. And people, I think the majority of her community really want to help her and don't see anything wrong with her dropping her own Cash App, her own Venmo, and donating to her. Of course not. Look at how much money Becky has made. So I understand some concerns from the community about like a person that you don't know yet to donate to that person, then don't do it yet, or do it at your own leisure or whatever. But I just think that Becky is the same person. Like Becky hasn't magically, I love it when magic gets involved, like turned into a different person. It's still the same person. And, you know, you wanted to help Becky, and most of the community that supports Becky understands that this is just helping her. But I would just, word to the Kermits, okay? Word to the wise. Me personally, it's nothing to do with Becky. I would be very careful how I conducted myself online, and definitely in my personal life too, because I think that when somebody is a very kind person, they look at the world in that way. Like, for example, when somebody is not a kind person, like Becky's ex, you know, they don't share money, right, with their earnings with the person that they promised that they will. But, you know, Becky's a very kind person, very trusting. And so just be careful what you do online or in your personal life. I want you to always be happy and healthy, Becky, because, you know, the community does support you. So thoughts, comments, questions, leave them in the comments down below. Thank you so very much for watching today and taking the time out of your day to spend some time with me. If you enjoyed today's video or you didn't enjoy it, check out this video that's popping up here. I'm going to link a video on a similar topic. You could go and watch it, like it or dislike it, depending on your preferences. Thank you so much for being here. Thoughts, comments, questions, please leave them in the comments down below. And you know, I will see you very, very soon in the next one. Thanks so much for being here. Bye.